What is up, Pisces? Welcome to your general timeless reading. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I did your reading a little differently, so we're just going to get right into it. And I did record it the first time. I kind of went on a tangent with because I just went on a tangent and I just didn't feel like going on that tangent on YouTube. So, because I started hearing some of the collective and I was just like, oh, we're not going to go there. So I'm going to go through your reading because I have most of it here. And then I have like one more card to clarify. But we're going to go into this because I did your reading a little differently because your energy was so strong. And I think that's what caused this tangent. But it's a really cool reading and I'm just really excited because I actually ended up doing this reading how I do my Patreon readings. So I started off with an oracle spread and I clarified it with tarot. I used Destiny Oracle cards. All the tarot decks and oracle decks I use are going to be linked down below for you guys. You know the drill. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, go ahead, check it out through my website. You can book through there. If you want to join Patreon, go ahead, check that out as well. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all that jazz. I greatly appreciate it because it helps the channel grow. But let's get into it. So I used Destiny Oracle. Is linked down below in the description box for you guys. And we started off with Wonders. So with Wonders, overall energy, with the Wonders card, it's not your overall energy. This is a need to really cleanse your aura. There's a need to really clear out your energy here. I do feel that some of you, majority of you, are really going through this crown chakra opening. And with this selenite crystal here, if some of you are really working with a lot of crystals right now, I highly recommend taking a break from crystal energy, allowing yourself to be with your own energy, to really come back to body and kind of ruminate with your own energy for a bit. And then we had flow and focus. There is a really big shift that I feel that you're ready for, that you're bringing yourself into a brand new cycle. And I'm excited for you. I am really excited for you, but be mindful that with the new cycles does come the need to release old cycles, old connections, old circumstances and people, because next we have purification. So you're going through this crown chakra opening, and because you're going through this crown chakra opening, that means your frequency is changing. That means you're going through somewhat of an upgrade. With purification, if you have a lot of crystals around or a lot of divinity around, or if you're really overwhelmed energetically, there's a need to be with your own energy. So I'd recommend doing salt baths, taking time by moving water. Doesn't mean you have to go swimming in the ocean or a lake, but take a walk or a hike by a lake or an ocean, sit and meditate by it, bundle up in a heavy jacket if it's cold out, things of that nature, okay? There's a need to really cleanse your energy right now because your crown's really open, and it's so weird because I was literally thinking, like, do I want to start doing my YouTube readings the way I do my Patreon readings? Because on Patreon I start with the oracle spread and then I do a tarot spread after, and I was like, nah, but then I tapped into your energy and I was like, they need this oracle spread right now. I did clarify with tarot, it's above it. But then we have potential, and potential is your overall energy, and it's literally a mountain with the crown of the mountain exploding, right? So there's the crown chakra opening, and it's basically like you have all this potential to step into this brand new cycle, but there's the past, there's these vices, there's these connections holding you back and stopping you, okay? So let's look at Wonders. With Wonders, we have the World and the Four of Wands. So we have Aries energy with the Four of Wands, Saturn Capricorn energy with the World. Some of you going through a Saturn return for sure. So you could be your late 20s or your mid to late 50s with a Saturn return. I only say that because it did come up in the channel for me. It doesn't mean you have to be going through a Saturn return, but with a Saturn return, there is this very pivotal energy of the need, the drive to make very sudden changes in diet, job, living locations, partnerships, friend circles. This, I need to move. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to change this in my diet. I need to eat this instead. Why? You have no freaking idea. It's just the drive to do it. And with Wonders, it's almost like this sudden download, this sudden inspiration to do it. Okay, it feels very divinely guided. It's also the closing out of very strong connections with the Four of Wands. I do feel a lot of soul tribe energy that's moving out. I feel the need to really leave behind connections. It feels like friendships. It doesn't feel romantic. It feels like it doesn't it doesn't feel that the people are toxic. It just feels that simply the connections that you have with these people no longer serve you and the person that you're trying to become. So let's say, for example, like you're a personal trainer. I don't want to be a personal trainer anymore. I want to start a spiritual-based practice. That was totally my life. I was working in a gym for 5-7 years, and I was working at Nike, and then I worked in the corporate world, and then here I am playing with tarot cards for a living and being a Reiki practitioner and throwing energy at people for a living. So, woo! Right? So it's just that sudden shift. But with that sudden shift came leaving behind friends and connections that I had years and years and years of building. And it's like, wow, I'm really letting this go. There's no second thought to it though. It's just, you know, you have to. It has to go. Then we get to flow. With releasing these connections also comes releasing any vices that come with it. Vices can be food, drugs, substances, right? Bad habits, okay? Some of you are definitely overeating at night. Some of you are definitely smoking hella weed. Some of you are definitely drinking, okay? You need to stop, okay? This is kind of where I got on the tangent because I went onto this tangent about weed for a second. So I'm just gonna be short and sweet with it. When you smoke marijuana and other drugs, other substances, same thing with alcohol, have a certain frequency to it. So as you ascend energetically, like with your meditations, expanding your consciousness, you hit a frequency. So let's say it has a 444 frequency, okay? You've expanded your frequency to 555 now. So when you smoke, it's actually bringing you down to a lower consciousness. It's not helping you expand anymore because you've surpassed it. So if you, for some reason, are not remembering your dreams at night, you're getting clouded intuition now, and you're wondering, well, why isn't it working? Or you have this very gut feeling that like, dang, I need to stop smoking. I need to stop smoking. It's because it's no longer resonating with the person you're becoming. Habits like that do need to stop at some point on the spiritual path. They do. Coming from someone who used to do it, I feel you, right? So it's not that I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that if you really are going to walk a spiritual path and you use it to help expand your consciousness, at some point on your path, you do get past that frequency. It's no longer going to help you. It's actually going to bring you back down, okay? So be mindful of that. Now, also, if you're struggling with your dreams and you eat a lot of food late at night, eating a lot of food late at night is actually not going to help you remember your dreams, because if you do intermittent fasting or anything like that, mind you, I do have a disclaimer in my description box. I am not a health professional by any means. I'm just saying that if you eat a lot of food late at night, it is going to stop the amount of DMT that's released in your brain while you're sleeping. So that's going to not help you have the most vivid dreams or remember most of your dreams while you're sleeping, okay? So if you do intermittent fasting, or if you just stop eating 2 or 3 hours before you go to sleep and you drink more water before you go to sleep, it's going to help you remember more dreams. It's going to help you have more vivid dreams because now you have an empty stomach. It's the same reason why, I'm not going on another tangent, but this is the need for somebody to release old bad habits that in the past had stopped them from moving forward, okay? Because it's stopping their flow. It's stopping their meditative state. It's stopping them from getting into that higher frequency. This was very much a dream space energy that I tapped into. It literally was showing me somebody laying in bed at night, like waking up every 5 hours. It felt like knowing they had a dream, not being able to remember it, seeing like one little image of it, and like, I can't remember what it was, going back to sleep. Very full stomach for some of you, so you need to focus on not eating 2 or 3 hours before you go to bed. Others of you, it's because of your vices, okay? So just be mindful of that. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. Very nice. Let's get into focus, right? No pun intended with the camera. Let's get into focus. Now, focus is the path that you want to be on. Focus is where the direction you're heading in. And it's almost as if you know for a fact that the old soul tribe needs to go, but they're the ones that are handing you these old bad habits. Like that exchange of energy with the old soul tribe, those bad habits were almost, I literally just heard sobering thoughts. You're realizing, like the sobering thoughts, it's so funny. You're realizing as the King of Cups in reverse that these bad habits that they were, the Six of Cups just feels like someone like feeding you, like feeding you the devil energy. That's really what it feels like. Feeding it to you with the Six of Pentacles. And like I said in the first time I did this King of Cups, this Scorpio energy, it doesn't feel like someone who's emotionally shut down. It doesn't feel like someone who is neglecting their emotions. It feels like someone who's coping. It's not that you're numb. It's not that you're numbing them with these vices. It's almost that this devil energy, it's almost like, okay, well, how do I cope with my emotions a little better? It's like you're trying to address them, but this old soul tribe was not helping you address it in a healthy way. Well, this is how I address my stress. This is how I address this overwhelming day. This is how I address my upset. This is how I address XYZ, right? But you're seeing that now. You're seeing your avoidance. Page of Swords in reverse, Knight of Swords in reverse, running from the truth, running from the reality of it. And seeing that, though, is what's bringing you this balance. Because now you're focusing on the truth of the situation. It's a sobering thought. You're able to move forward on your real path now. Purification in reverse. You're seeing how things were not clear. You're seeing the need to clear your own energy. Seven of Cups, because now you've gone within. Gone within with the Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy, and the Hermit, Virgo energy. You're doing a lot of deep introspection here. Able to see the depths of yourself now that you've disconnected from not these toxic connections, but toxic habits, right? The things that were stopping you from being your most authentic self. And with the Tower and the Nine of Pentacles, although you may be feeling lonely, you know that this change, this massive shift is very necessary. And I feel like with the Tower in reverse, it's not resistance to the Tower, it's you accepting and going through the Tower. I feel like the Tower is currently happening for you. Tower, Aries, Mars, Scorpio. And with the Nine of Pentacles, this is Virgo energy. Very nice. And lastly, let's clarify potential. Went a lot faster because all the cards were already out. I just ended up going on like a big old tangent. And I was like, we don't need to be going on this tangent right now. Let's look at potential. Wheel of Fortune, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. What do we got over here? The Star and the Queen of Swords. So you know this is a healthy dynamic because now you have a new perspective. Bottom of the deck, your ending overall energy is the Hangman in reverse. That's a brand new perspective. Brand new perspective. Pisces and Neptune energy. I love it. And on potential, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Pentacles. That's room for growth. That's Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. There's room for growth here. I love this because now you're seeing the potential within yourself to create something that is powerful, that is strong. As a King of Wands, that's a Master Manifestor energy, something that is destined for you. And with the Queen of Swords, this feels like new soul tribe energy. This feels like a feminine energy coming in to assist you on your path. This feels like someone who's very logical, someone who's very honest, someone who's going to help you progress in the right direction. This feels like a very unique energy. This doesn't feel like the kind of energy that you've been dabbling with in the past. This feels like people who are going to help you create things that are of your highest good because you have the Star there. It's destined. These are very destined connections that are going to help you progress and expand to your highest calling, to your highest potential. Very, very nice, Pisces. Okay, besides the camera issue because of my tangent and not seeing me pulling all the cards live, please let me know how you guys felt about the Oracle and the Tarot because I prefer it that way because the readings are just like more intense, honestly. But I love you. Let me know your thoughts and thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time. If you want a personal reading, book it down below. Bye, guys.